Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, because today we obviously saw a massive pump to the upside. And look, I don't want to be that guy saying like I told you so every time I catch a move, but look guys, we did get a beautiful trade on the channel here. Of course, if you watch my last couple videos, guys, we were already looking for a reversal, and this is exactly what we ended up getting. Now, let's dive into the present day analysis, because what should we do with this current situation? First of all, we do still have this bullish divergence in play, which is when you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. Typically, this plays out either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum. And of course, so far we have seen that bullish momentum here. Now, interestingly, we have also broken this descending trend line as well as flipping this initial level of resistance at 111.6K into a level of support right here. After that, we saw a continuation to the upside, breaking this level of resistance at 113K, and now facing some resistance at 114.5K. The reason this is an important area of resistance to pay attention to is not only because we have a bunch of lows being formed here, so therefore we should also be open to the possibility of there being resistance here. Another factor that plays into this is the fact that we have the Fibonacci golden pocket at this exact level. So sitting from 114.3K all the way up to 114.6K. Now in the bullish case, where we actually end up breaking through this Fibonacci golden pocket, but then end up seeing a move back down below 114.3K, that is a short-term warning signal. And of course, if we just straight up reject from this golden pocket, that is also a warning signal, of course. So this 114.3 up to 114.6K level is the area that we should be paying attention to right now. Besides that, I also wanted to take a look at the RSI momentum indicator on this 4-hour time frame, because we got a perfect textbook RT1M pattern playing out here. So we had that bullish divergence that I showed you earlier. We got a break of the downtrend in the RSI, and after that, in combination with a break of the downtrend in the price action as well, the base case there is to expect a move up into overbought territory. And as you can see right here, we have just immediately shot into overbought territory, which is exactly what we should be expecting in this scenario. So this break of the downtrend in combination with a break of the downtrend in the price action, especially in combination with a bullish divergence or something like this, this is simply what I've been calling the RT1M pattern, because we always look for this move into overbought territory, considering that we see this happen over and over again on the channel. Now, in this case, we got a very nice 200% profit on that trade, but we do this over and over again on the channel, guys. So consider subscribing to the channel with notifications on so you do not miss any of these important update videos. Now, taking a quick look at the broader context for Bitcoin then, notice how right here we have a big area of resistance from 115 all the way up to 117K. So this is an area where we could see some kind of slowdown. The most bullish scenario is just breaking straight through 117K, because after that we would be looking for a move up to 119 all the way up to 120,000 for Bitcoin. Now if I zoom out to this 2-day time frame, here we are basically in this sideways range now. So this situation on the 2-day time frame has changed now that we have this new low that has actually formed here. And what we are now simply looking for, guys, in the bullish scenario is a break above 120K. In the case that that happens, then we can start to look for much higher price action for Bitcoin. But until then, guys, we are still simply just in a sideways range on this 2-day time frame. More interestingly, on this 3-day time frame, though, is that we have an ascending line of support and a descending line of resistance. This is what we call a symmetrical triangle in this case. And in terms of the resistance to the upside, that is sitting at 116K. So potentially, if we start breaking this with increasing volume or something that really starts to look like a breakout, Then I will take a look at the overall price target that we should be looking out for here. Typically, I don't love trading symmetrical triangle patterns like this because you tend to have a lot of fake outs and moves like this that are just not very tradable, especially on these higher time frames as well. But I will keep covering it nonetheless because maybe some of you guys are more like swing traders or something. Of course, nothing I say in my videos is a financial advice, but I'm simply sharing my analysis and you can do with that information what you like. Now, if we take a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, first of all, on this 2-week time frame, here we can see that we took out a lot of that liquidity around the 114K level. And now most of the liquidity is still to the upside at 116.7K and even 119,000 for Bitcoin. Of course, guys, we still have liquidity to the downside here. And this is absolutely something that we should not just ignore or forget about. Coming back to the market structure as well, right now we have a high and a lower high in place. However, this is not a lower low. This is actually a higher low because this low is above this low right here. Now, what this tells us, guys, is that this is not a downtrend. Unless we right now get another lower high below this 117K level here, and we then follow it up with another lower low, only then are we talking about a downtrend. So keep that in mind. Right now, this is not a downtrend for Bitcoin that we are looking at. As I showed you earlier, this is a sideways range at the moment. So this low that came in here completely changed the entire market structure for Bitcoin, at least for what we have been looking at for the last couple of weeks. So this has been today's market update, guys. Please let me know if you caught some nice wins in the comments down below. But regardless, if you do end up commenting or not, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.